From looking out for Penelope Cruz while on set while she was pregnant, to not being done with the movie business just yet, Johnny Depp reveals his relationship with the Pirates of the Caribbean cast. While promoting Dead Men Tell No Tales, Johnny admitted that it was an amazing gift working with his co-stars on the movie, especially with Javier Bardem, because of the way he played the character of Armando Salazar. The actor was even brought on board because of his and Depp's long-standing friendship, which developed in 2011, when Penelope Cruz was cast alongside the actor. Turns out, Javier is married to her, and Johnny made sure that his wife was super comfortable for 6 months during her pregnancy as they were shooting at the time. The couple has said that they'll never be able to forget the kindness of the actor, and both of them are as fond of Johnny as he is of them. The brilliant actor said that it was amazing to watch Bardem play the evil guy because of how flawlessly he portrayed the character, and even joked about having kissed him and his wife in the movie. Now that just sounds awkward, but it seems like they got along well with each other. Penelope mentioned at the Cannes 2011 Film Festival that she felt privileged to have had the chance to work with him. The two had worked with each other 12 years ago, so the actress said that it was about time it happened again. You see, Penelope has immense respect for Depp because of his genius. In fact, she even called him a unique human being. The actor has been equally vocal when it comes to praising his co-stars. When he was asked about how many more movies he'll be willing to create as Jack Sparrow at the film festival, he expressed admiration for the director Rob Marshall's imagination and work, and also mentioned the entire cast for how powerful their performances were. According to him, with a team like that, the possibilities seemed endless for all of them. It's not words he just showers on his team, you best believe. He spent more than $75,000 to keep the cast and crew warm on set. It seems they all truly were like a family with each other. The Donnie Brasco star bought everyone coats while shooting the film in Britain. He seemed to be very concerned about everyone keeping warm in the horrible cold, and took it upon himself to shield them from the weather. Not only that, Kevin McNally, who played Mr. Gibbs, said that Depp bought the entire cast and crew wallets. And not just ordinary ones, they were personal. All of them were embossed with the tattoo Johnny Depp carries on his arm. It looks like Mr. Depp's generosity knows no bounds. Maybe that's why he's been taken advantage of. Anyway, I gotta say, he's also made a solid impression on everyone he's worked with, because his co-stars absolutely rave about him. According to Keira Knightley, there was no dull moment on set with Depp around. In an interview with IGN, she said that the cast is unable to do any scenes without bursting into laughter. And though Johnny is a huge star, he'd never throw his weight around. She also mentioned that the actor was super down to earth and just really, really lovely, and that she had a blast kissing him in the movie, because all her teenage dreams came true. But it's not just the actresses who speak adoringly about him. Orlando Bloom believes that Johnny can never do wrong. And that was also his stance when Amber Heard's claims of abuse came to light. He defended Johnny and said that no one deserves to have their private life made public, especially since Depp is one of those people who are very hush-hush about their lives. Bloom added that he's also one of the most stand-up people he's ever met. But it seems not all people believed his innocence in the matter. Amber Heard's first claim of domestic violence made Disney drop Johnny from the multi-billion-dollar franchise. This was back in 2018. And the funny thing is, he was never even named in the article. The saddest part was that Disney didn't even have the courtesy to talk it out with him. It was just understood that he wouldn't continue the role. How horrible is that? He sued his ex-wife and won the case, but it cost him the biggest role of his career. Turns out, he had a whole storyline planned for the character's end, before Disney decided to let him go. And guess what? It was the studio itself that had asked Depp to write. According to the star, he couldn't wrap his head around the fact that after giving so many of his years to them, they decided that he was in the wrong. It was heartbreaking for him, because he had built the character of Jack Sparrow from scratch, and admitted that the character was made up of so many parts of himself. The most shocking part is that Disney was about to make the mistake of firing him when he first landed the role. He changed so many lines and rewrote his entire persona, so much so that the management thought he had ruined the character, and the threat of being fired loomed over his head throughout filming. In fact, some people even went on to ask questions like if he was drunk or gay because of his acting. Guess Disney sucks at making good decisions, because the man got an Oscar for his performance. He was exceptional. But his domestic abuse case started around the 5th movie, and Johnny was a wreck. He would arrive late on the set, the entire cast had to wait and work around his convenience. Then there was the drinking, which was a huge problem. It even led to a big fight between the producer, Bruckheimer, and the actor's agent. But they also understood that he was under intense scrutiny from the media. Planes would follow him around, and every day new lies were published in the paper. Bruckheimer admitted that there were even articles on him having a beef on set and leaving, which the two of them read together in his trailer at the time. Now, Depp is unwilling to go back to the role no matter what they offer. There have been rumors going around that Disney has hired the actor back for the 6th installment. The reports mentioned that he's being paid $301 million to return. As told by People magazine, a Disney executive said that since he won the case, she believes the network is very interested in reinstating the franchise with him back in action as captain. However, Johnny's spokesperson denied any of these claims and said that it was all a big fat lie. Depp made a statement about it during the court hearings in the case. His lawyer asked the actor that even if Disney offered him $300 million and $1 million alpacas, would nothing on this earth get him to return to them? To which he replied, "That's true." He commented on the situation and said that since the Me Too movement was at its peak when the claims were made, he understood that the network was only trying to save their interests by breaking the contract. But Disney never really stopped advertising the character he had built, because its figurines were still being sold. And Jack Sparrow wasn't even removed from the rides at Disneyland. It was just him who'd been thrown under the bus, and everyone was scared that he might have skeletons in his closet too. Just goes to show that even though he gave them one of the best characters, they didn't respect him enough to give him the benefits of the doubt. He wanted to give the characters the goodbye they deserved, since the franchise had a huge fan following. But the actor realized that it was never going to happen. According to his testimony in court, he knew when the claims were made public that he had lost, because at the end of the day, he'll still have to live with all the allegations for the rest of his life. Not only that, he added that the whole thing had destroyed his reputation and career. But now that the trial is behind him, it's too soon to say what will become of Johnny's career. He has been cast in a historical drama, Jean de Barry, playing the character of Louis XV. His first public event was Cannes Film Festival 2023. The fans were very excited, and he received a lot of love from them. On the other hand, he was also criticized by many. The festival received backlash for honoring abusers, but the Cannes chief spoke in his favor and disregarded the negative comments. According to Vanity Fair, a development executive who's been part of Depp's films said that since he won the case legally and people seem to be convinced of his innocence, it's less problematic for him as compared to other stars with the same allegations. At the same time, not much can be said about him landing roles as big as those in the past. One thing's for sure though, fans of Jack Sparrow will probably never get the farewell they deserve. From not being done with the movie business just yet, to looking out for Penelope Cruz on set while she was pregnant, that's all I've got on Johnny Depp revealing his relationship with the Pirates of the Caribbean cast.